सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्. We are in chapter 9, Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogam, and we have completed up to 18th sloka. We'll just have a quick recap of sloka number 18 and then go forward. Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi nivasas saranam suhrutu prabhava pralayasthanam nidhanam bijam avyayam. Aham gatihi Bharta, Prabhu, Sakshi, Nivasaha, Saranam, Suhrut, Prabhavaha, Pralayaha, Sthanam, Nidanam, Avyayam Bijam, Cha Asmi. So Paramatma is declaring that I am the goal, I am the Lakshyam, I am the sustainer, the master. Prabhu means the master. Bharta, the sustainer. Sakshi, I am the witness. Nivasaha, I am the abode. Saranam, I am the refuge. Suhrut, I am the well-wisher. Prabhavaha, the source, I am the source. Pralayaha means the ground of resolution. Sthanam, I am the support. Nidhanam, the repository of all. Avyayam Bijam, I am the inexhaustible seed. So Paramatma is saying, I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, the well-wisher, the source, the ground of resolution, the support, the repository of all, and the inexhaustible seed. So Paramatma gives a list of things here and points out that all these things are myself, or Ishvara. So we have Gatihi Ishvaraha or Krishnaha, Bharta Ishvaraha, Prabhu Ishvaraha, Sakshi Ishvaraha. In fact, Sarvam Krishnamayam Jagat. This is the concept. So Paramatma is extending this list. We'll see sloka number 19. Tapamyamaham varsham nigruhnami utsrujami cha amrutam chaiva mrutyuscha sadasat chaham Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, aham tapami, aham varsham nigruhnami utsrujami cha aham eva amrutam mrutyuhu cha aham eva sat asat cha asmi. Aham tapami, I energize the entire universe. Aham nigruhnami cha utsujjami varsham, I draw and release the rainy waters. Cha eva amrutam, I alone am the cause of immortality. Mrutyuhu cha, as well as mortality. Aham sat cha asat, I am the manifest as well as the unmanifest. O Arjuna, I energize the entire universe. I draw and release the rainy waters. I alone am the cause of immortality as well as mortality. I am the manifest as well as the unmanifest, O Arjuna. Now, Paramatma is talking about certain things which we all know. Like Surya Bhagavan is nothing but the God himself. The Surya, the sun planet, is nothing but the God himself. Because of sun only, we are able to survive on the earth. From Surya alone, all this Jivarasi, we are getting that Prana Shakti. If sun is very close to earth, then with that heat, all the Jivarasi will be burned to death. So he is at a sufficient distance so that we are having enough heat energy so that we are able to survive. All the seasons are happening because of Surya Bhagavan. That is why sun is called Bhagavan, the Pratyaksha Daivam. That is the God who appears. We have Sandhya Vandanam, which we perform in the morning, afternoon and evening. The mantras are different. All these mantras are beautiful mantras. So in this, we get that Surya is helping the entire Jivarasi. Because of Surya only, we get the solar energy. So all other energies may deplete, but the sun power, the energy of sun is not getting depleted. Therefore, Aham Suryaha Asmi. So whatever you see, whatever you experience, that is me. That's what Paramatma wants to say. Aham Tapami. So in Surya Rupa, I am giving the Shakti, I am giving the power to the entire Jivarasi. Now, he also gives the warmness on the earth. If you want to heat a room, or if you want to heat one vessel of water, you know how much of gas we require. So, we need not spend a pie from our pocket, but Bhagavan is so compassionate. He heats up the water in the ocean and he evaporates. He takes the water vapor into the clouds and then he gives us rain. The moment you face sun, we say, oh my God, what a severe sun. Like that, we start cursing. That is not correct. We are not knowing the value of sun. Most of us, we suffer from D vitamin because we don't take much exposure to sun. The D vitamin is so important. If you go to doctor, he will tell you. So all this is being supplied naturally without any charge by Surya Bhagavan. If you want to know the value of sun, you have to go to Manasarovar or Himalayas where sun is a rarity. The sun rays are rare. So that way, he gives light, he gives the heat also. So, Surya Bhagavan takes the water from the ocean and gives us rain without expecting anything. See the fun. He takes the salty water from the oceans and then gives us pure water, distilled water. That too, when he takes water from the ocean, he doesn't give back the entire rain only to ocean. He gives the rain throughout the globe. Vruda vrishtihi samudreshu, vruda trupteshu bhojanam. That is what the Sanskrit saying says. If you feed a person who ate fully, stomach full, then it is a wasteful effort. In the same way, if the entire rain falls on the ocean again, it is a wasteful effort. So he takes these water vapors in the form of clouds and make these clouds travel all around the globe, and he sees the right time and right place and then showers the rain. So when the seasons change, so you acknowledge the presence of God. You enjoy the heat of sun. You enjoy the rainfall. All this is Bhagavan's Krupa. Aham varsham nigruhnami. By Surya Kanti, by the rays of sun, I attract water by heating up the ocean. Utsurjami cha. Again I release the water in the form of a rain. Nigruhnami means I take. Utsrujami means I release. Release by what? By the help of Vayu, by the help of wind. Amrutam cheva mrutyuhu cha. For this we can give two different meanings. One, the Laukika meaning or Vyavhara meaning. The other one is Paramarthika meaning. The Vyavhara meaning is for the living of this entire living beings. Paramatma gives rains. By showering rains, he is allowing us to, cultivate crops. And by the means of these crops, he is giving amrutam in the form of annam. Annam helps us to sustain our life. That is why annam is called amrutam. Annam is given by Surya Bhagavan. He is called Vajas because he gives us food. He is also called Poshan. He nourishes the entire Jivarasi, entire human beings. So if rains do not come in time, then we have famine and we have these hunger deaths. So all these problems do take place when there is no proper season and when there is no rain at all. So Surya Bhagavan is really compassionate. He gives us rain in time and helping us to sustain in this earth. So the other meaning is Paramarthika meaning. So Paramatma is saying for Sasvatatvam and Asasvatatvam. For the eternity or the immortality and also for mortality, I am the very reason. That's what Paramatma is declaring. Amrita means immortality. That immortality you will get by acquiring self-knowledge. Mrityu means ajnanam. So, ajnanam is the reason for asasvatatvam, immortality. That is punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. This kind of cycle perpetuates because of ajnana. If you get the self-knowledge and stay in that nishta, then you get, sasvatatvam. Sat asat cha aham yeva. Sat asat, we have so many meanings. Here, the easiest meaning, sat means vyakta prapancham. Asat means avyakta prapancham. Example, Sthula Sariram is Vyakta Rupam, Sushma Sariram is Avyakta Rupam. Both Vyakta and Avyakta Prapanchas are myself. So, according to Sadhana Bhakti Rupa Slokas, from 12 to 19, they are all Sadhana Rupa Bhakti Slokas. So, from here, Paramatma concluded Bhakti, which gives you moksha. So, all these slokas, they give you the idea of samsara nivrutti, how you can get out of this birth-death cycle. In other words, moksha upayam, the trick to get moksha is mentioned here. Samsara nivrutti can be possible if you follow these slokas. So, by bhakti, you get moksha. If you hear this sentence, you have to understand this carefully. Because bhakti means there are two predominant aspects. One is sadhana rupa bhakti, bhavana rupa bhakti. So, we have to understand what is the actual journey of a sadhaka. So again, this aspect, Bhagavan detailed in chapter number 12. So when we come to chapter number 12, we will understand this. 3 types of bhakti is possible: karma rupa bhakti, upasana rupa bhakti, Vedanta vichara rupa bhakti. So karma rupa bhakti means you have to do karma yogam and attain chitta suddhi and chitta vaisalyam. Upasana rupa bhakti, you have to meditate sakara ishvara and get one-pointed concentration. By doing karma rupa bhakti and upasana rupa bhakti, you get qualified for jnana. Then you have to approach a Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru and get the self-knowledge and stay in that nishta. That is the entire process. So, the journey of a sadhaka is like this. He has to perform karma yoga, get chitta suddhi, then upasana yoga, get concentration, then come to jnana yoga. He has to perform sravanam, mananam and nididhyasanam. Then he will get the knowledge, he will get the moksha. He has to do sravanam of the self-knowledge under able and competent guru consistently for a long time. And he has to do mananam to clarify the doubts and do nididhyasanam to stay in that nishta. So, the third level of bhakti, Shankara Bhagavad Pada, he expressed in Viveka Chudamani in a beautiful way. Swaswarupānusandhānam bhaktiritya abhidhīyate. There is no social service and all that. In the third stage, it is purely Vedanta Vicharanam. It is purely contemplation and staying in the self-knowledge, staying in the teaching. Jnanat eva kaivalyam. In Upanishads, it is clearly mentioned that only by jnanam you get moksha. Here, Krishna Paramatma, he told that by bhakti you get moksha. That means jnana rupa bhakti alone gives you moksha. Sampasyan brahma param yati nanyena hetuna nanyah panta ayanaya vidyate. This is Kaivalya Upanishad. Other than jnanam, there is no way to get moksha. So, in the Kaivalya Upanishad, it is said that by karma you will not get moksham, by progeny you will not get moksham, by money you will not get moksham. Krishna Paramatma said that the ultimate form of bhakti is jnana yajnam. I already mentioned this in chapter number 4, 33 sloka. Shreyan dravyamayad yajnat jnana yajnah parantapa sarvam karmakhilam partha jnane parisamapyate. Compared to all dravya yajnas, jnana yajna is the superior one. All karmas, they get culminated into jnanam. So karma plus upasana plus jnanam, that is the formula for moksha. So same thing Paramatma is mentioning in chapter number 12. So he elaborates this in that chapter. That is why that particular chapter is called Bhakti Yoga. A sadhaka must enhance his bhakti in 3 stages. They are Ekarupa Bhakti, Anekarupa Bhakti, Arupa Bhakti. In Ekarupa Bhakti, we have Ishtadaivam. Anekarupa Bhakti, we have the entire universe as God. From Ishtadaivam, you have to visualize the entire universe as your Ishtadaivam. Whomever you are facing is your Ishtadaivam. So whatever you are experiencing is the experience from the Ishtadaivam. So like that, this entire universe is Daivamayam. This is Anekarupa Bhakti. Anekarupa Bhakti is not different gods. It is the God in the universe. Universe is God. So in Rudra, we say the same thing. We say, you are the tree, you are this earth, you are, everything. Like that, we take every aspect of this world and say that, hey Rudra, this is you. Sarvam Sivamayam Jagat. So that is the second stage. From there, one has to escalate to Arupa Bhakti. Bhagavan is not within Sabda, Rupa, Sparsha and Gandha. He is not within this Vyavahara Satyam. So, he is Indriya Agocharam. From Ekarupa Bhakti, one has to escalate to Anekarupa Bhakti to Arupa Bhakti. So, Bhakti means Aham Brahma Asmi. So, if you have to learn Jnanam, then that Brahma is myself. You should know the knowledge of Brahma. That is only the way you know your self-knowledge. So that Brahma is myself. That's what you have to understand. Sivayeva sada jivaha. Jivayeva sada sivaha. So, if one says Bhakti gives moksha, one must understand, one must add bhakti with Advaita Jnanam alone gives moksham. So, where is it said? You may question. In 7th chapter, Paramatma told, Artho jijnasur jnani cha bharatarshava. Tesham jnani nityayukta eka bhaktir visishyate. So he said that there are 4 different kinds of people. Artha bhakta, ardharthi bhakta, jijnasu bhakta and jnani bhakta. Among that, jnani alone is relieved from the samsara. So, the journey of sadhaka can be understood as 3-tier journey. First, he has to start with karma, then add up upasana, and then proceed to jnanam. Then there are 3 stages in bhakti. The 3 stages are Ekarupa Bhakti, Anekarupa Bhakti, Arupa Bhakti. Start with Ekarupa Bhakti. All of us, we have to start with Ekarupa Bhakti. And in fact, we do start with Ekarupa Bhakti. For every person, we will have our own Ishtadaivam. So with that Ekarupa Bhakti, you start your journey. And then extend this to Anekarupa Bhakti. Don't stop there. Proceed to Arupa Bhakti. Then various methods, various practices in the bhakti marga. That is karma rupa bhakti plus upasana rupa bhakti plus vedanta vichara rupa bhakti. So in simple terms, bhakti means jnanam plus arupa bhakti. That is the parakasta, bhakti parakasta, the ultimate form of bhakti. Bhakti means one has to understand, one has to acquire the knowledge of Arupa Ishvara, and then one has to own up that Arupa Ishvara is myself. So here, Paramatma explains that Arupa Bhakti in clear terms. To see that Arupa Bhakti, to start with Arupa Bhakti is very difficult. That is why you can understand more about the Aneka Rupa Bhakti. To see Bhagavan in this entire world is easy. So, Arupa Bhakti, though it is difficult, it is not impossible. But if you try, you get the that ultimate lakshyam, that is the moksha. So, Bhavana Rupa Bhakti is the topic number 5. In this, Paramatma is explaining Bhavana Rupa Bhakti, which is from sloka number 20 up to 29. So, till now we have seen how Bhakti is a sadhana, how bhakti is a way of moksha. Now from sloka number 20 to 29, we see 2 different kinds of bhakti. One is called sakama bhakti, other is called nishkama bhakti. The same thing we discussed in chapter number 7 also. We already have an understanding that chapter 7 and chapter 9, there are so many similarities. Bhakti can be divided in 3 stages. Manda Bhakti, Madhyama Bhakti and Uttama Bhakti. Manda Bhakti, in this, the sadhakas, they take Bhagavan as a means to get things in this world. So, if you want to get something, there are 2 things. One is means, the other is end. Margam and Lakshyam. So, the Lakshyam can be Dharma, Kama, Ardha and Moksha, like that. So, to get that, they take Bhagavan as the means. So they pray God to get their, ends. That happens even in our day-to-day life. They love and they are so intimate with people, and they gel with people in order to get their wish fulfilled. So once they know that person is not having any money, then they leave that person. So this is what is happening with Bhagavan also. They show all kinds of bhakti, all kinds of love towards Bhagavan, and seek a lot of wishes from him. So Bhagavan is good until he fulfills their desires. Bhagavan is very good, they keep him until he fulfills their desires. Once he doesn't fulfill the desire, they say he is not there. This is Manda Bhakti. Then Madhyama Bhakti is slightly different. So here, Bhagavan is the end, and the world is the margam. So earlier, to get the mundane things, they made Bhagavan as the means. Now, Bhagavan is the end, the world is the means. Manda Bhakti is Sakama Bhakti, Madhyama Bhakti is called Nishkama Bhakti. So, Paramatma is going to talk about these two types of Bhakti. There is one more Bhakti which is different from both these things, which is called Uttama Bhakti. In Madhyama Bhakti, Bhagavan is the end. It is definitely superior to the Manda Bhakti, but Vedanta says beyond Madhyama Bhakti, there is one more Bhakti. These Bhaktas must escalate themselves to that Uttama Bhakti, where Bhagavan and Sadhaka, there are now two different things. Bhagavan himself is the Sadhaka. So, this is the journey. Vedanta says, why did you make Bhagavan as your end? You can keep money as your end, or success as your end, or status, or a lot of property. All these things you can choose. You can choose as your lakshyam or end. They say that if you keep Bhagavan as the end, I get the happiness. That means you have love on yourself more than God. So, this is the stage in the Uttama Bhakti. You have love more than God, that means your end, which is God, is nothing but you. You are the God in the final stage. So, in this case, in Uttama Bhakti, it is not the end, not the means. It is Bhagavan and you are both one. There is no two things. Bhagavan alone is there in this world. Other than Bhagavan, nothing else is there. That is the idea. So, this is called Bhakti Parakashta, and this is called Advaita Bhakti or Para Bhakti or Jnana Bhakti. Udara sarvayevete jnani tatvaiva me matam. So, all bhaktas are great, but the jnani bhakti is superior, because he says, I am the very God. That means he doesn't spare even a wee bit of difference between me and himself. So I like him the most. In Sloka 20:21, Paramatma is describing about the Sakama Bhakti, because majority of the people they come under this category. How do you know is there any special code? Will they wear a special dress and all that? No. It is by the sankalpa we can trace them. In Sakama Bhakti we say Mamopatta Samasta Duritakshayadvara Dhanam Dhanyam Bahuputra Labam Seta Samvassaram, like that. There is a kind of desire for mundane things. In that sankalpa, nowhere you see moksha. So, if you do the same puja for Chitta Suddhi, it is called Nishkama Puja. If you do it for mundane things, it is called Sakama Puja. So, majority of the people are Sakama Bhaktas because they want a lot of mundane things. After the death also, they want to have comforts, they want to go to Swargaloka. While living, they want a Bhutara Swargam called America. By hook or crook, they have to land in America. If a woman is pregnant, she must deliver in America. That is the trend. So the Sakama Bhaktas are more. So we see how this Sakama Bhakti continues. Sloka number 20. Traividya mam somapah puta papa jnaihi ishta swargatim prarthayante te punyamasadya surendra lokam asnanti divyan divideva bhogan. Traividyaha somapaha puta mam yajnaihi ishtva swargatim prarthayante te punyam surendralokam asadya divi divyan deva bhogan asnanti. Ishta, having worshipped, mam yajnai, me, through yajnas, Traividya, those people who know three Vedas, Somapaha, who drink the Soma juice, Putapapaha, and those who are purified of sins. Prarthayante, Prarthayante means pray for Swargatim, access to heavens. Asadya, having reached Punyam Surendralokam, the sacred world of Indra. Te asnanti, they enjoy. Divyan Devabhogan, the celestial pleasures of gods. Divi means in the heavens. So, these people, they pray with Sakama Bhakti and they reach Surendra Lokam, the Loka of Indra, and then they enjoy all kinds of, the celestial pleasures. So this is the content. So Sakama Bhakti means those Manda Bhaktas who pray God only for the Laukika Sukhas. And if God appears before them and ask them to mention their wishes, they say many things, many things, but not moksha. This is called moham, this is called delusion. Traividya mam somapaha putapapa yajnaihi ishtva. These are the great bhaktas. They are not small people, they are great bhaktas. Traividya means they have learnt all three Vedas. Rigvedam, Samavedam, Yajurvedam. All three Vedas, they are very thorough. Somapaha, they have performed Soma Yajna. And then in that Soma Yajna, they take that Soma Rasa. They offer to Agni and then take it. Somarasam pibanti ite somapaha. One who takes Soma Rasam, they are called Somapaha. Somarasam not directly, only after offering that to Agni in the Yajna Kundam. So by doing that, they are free from all papas. They acquire punyam. Then in such case, Bhagavan gives them a blank check. You just write whatever you want. You want the worldly pleasure, take it. Whatever you want, you can write. But then they do not write moksha. They will write all funny things, which are, mundane things. Shreyascha preyascha manushyameta tau samparitya vibhinakti dhiraha shreyo hi dhirobi preyaso brunite preyo mando yogakshemat brunite. There are two distinct margas, preyo margam and shreyo margam. But what do they wish? What do they want? They want only preyo margam. That is the laukika margam. They don't want swargam. Swargatim prarthayante. So they desire the swarga. So in these situations, we have to understand one thing. So whatever the phalam you are getting, that phalam is the one we desired. It is not God's choice. God will not compel you to take up anything. So it is only the inclination and the desire of the bhakta which makes him get that karma phala. When you look at the world, we do not understand the Bhagavad Leela. We will say that I have not harmed even an ant. Why should I have these, troubles? Bhagavan is very partial. He is giving, all comforts to wretched people, the people who resort to all, himsa. But a person like me, he is not compassionate. He gives me all kinds of dukkham. So this is the general talk we hear. This is not correct. Bhagavan gives you whatever you deserve according to your karma. According to these people, Bhagavan is like a vyapari, a kind of a commercial man in a shop. If you go to a mall, people sell different things. In the same way, you ask whatever you want, you get. So this is the attitude. So Bhagavan will not give anything on his own. He gives the karma phala according to your wish. So there is no point blaming nakshatras, no point blaming Bhagavan. So if you are having trouble, that means that is the karma phala we deserve because of our past karma. If a person who did all bad karmas and if he wants swarga, sukhas, he cannot get. So it is like this, no? If you keep a golden biscuit and an ordinary biscuit before a child, naturally he will ask, he will jump at ordinary biscuit, not gold biscuit. The poor child do not know that with gold biscuit he can purchase lakhs of ordinary biscuits. And we laugh at that child. We do not know Bhagavan is like a golden biscuit and this world is an ordinary biscuit. If you wish Bhagavan alone, if you make Bhagavan as the end, automatically these mundane things will become yours. So, Te Surendra Lokam Asadya, having gone to Surendra Loka, the Indra Loka, Punyam, which is due to their Punyam, there they get a lot of comforts, lot of happiness, and the entire life is full of merriment. So, kavo, pivo, maja karo, that is the only thing. Epicurean way of living. Asnanti, they enjoy. What? Divi deva bhogan. So, they have all kinds of luxuries and comforts in that loka. Divyan means the celestial lokas, they go and enjoy these Swargasukas. So, till here, if you hear, you feel everything is going well. Why should I not go for Sakamabad? Wait, you will come to know what Bhagavan wants to, explain. So he is going to tell the limitations and the, difficulties in this particular Sakamabad. So having worshipped me through yajnas, those people who know three Vedas, who drink somadhyos, who are purified of sins, pray for access to heavens. Having reached the sacred world of Indra, they enjoy the celestial pleasures of gods in that heaven. So, 21st sloka, Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam, kshine punye matyalokam vishanti, evam trayi dharmam anuprapanna, gata gatam kama kama labhante, te tam vishalam swargalokam bhuktva, punye kshine sati matyalokam vishanti. Evam trayi dharmam anuprapannaha, kama kamaha, gata agatam labhante. Bhuktva, having enjoyed Vishalam Swargalokam, that vast heavenly world, te vishanti, they come back. Mathyalokam, to the world of mortals. Punya kshine, when their punya is exhausted. Evam, thus, kama kamaha, the seeker of sense pleasures, anuprapannaha, who have taken to Trayi Dharmam, the ritual of Vedas, labhante, attain, gata gatam, only the lot of arrivals and departure. Having enjoyed that vast heavenly world, they come back to the world of mortals. When their punya is exhausted, thus the seekers of sense pleasures who have taken to the rituals of Vedas attain arrival and departure. So Krishna Paramatma says, their choice seems to be wonderful choice. Certainly, they go to a wonderful world. They will enjoy wonderful pleasures. That too, not for a short while. For very many long years. Therefore, Krishna says, Hetam bhuktva swargalokam. Bhuktva. So they enjoy the heavenly pleasures in the heaven. whatever you imagine in the world, those pleasures are there. That means whatever you want, you can get there. Not only that, every deva has got supernatural powers also. Which means by mere sankalpa, by mere visualization itself, they can order all kind of pleasures. How big is this Swargalokam? Is it crowded like our local roads here with a lot of traffic jams? No. This is called Vishalam Swargalokam. It is very vast. Each one can have a huge mansion. So such a vast Swargalokam one can enjoy. Up to this, we see the brighter aspect of Sakama Bhakti. And generally people see the brighter aspect only, seeing the rose and forgetting the thorns. And what is this thorn? Paramatma is going to describe now. Swargalokam is given only for punyam, that one has earned by karma. This Swargasukam is given not free of cost. Mind you, it is not freely available. You have to pay through your nose. Okay. Every milligram of pleasure, you have to spend the celestial dollars, not rupees, your punyam. So your punyam is getting depleted as you spend your time in Swarga. So how did they get this punyam? By Soma Yagadi Karma. They have earned all this punyam. So they reached this place. Once the punyam is over, they are thrown down to earth. Hetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam. Kshine punye matyalokam vishan. They are thrown to matyalokam. So, previously they stayed in that celestial loka. Now they fall into this mosquito lokam and all, loka with the cheating and all kinds of, bad things. Kshine punye matyalokam vishanti. In Mundakopanishad, it is said that Nakasya prushte te sukrutenu bhutva imam lokam hinataram va vishanti. So either this loka or much inferior lokas they fall into. So this is the fate. Trei dharmam anuprapanna, by following the dharma, by following the dharma given in 3 Vedas, they have reached this. Gatagatam labhante. So Gatagatam labhante means, the Gatam means they go to Swargalokam, Swargagatam. Agatam means Bhuloka Agamanam. So they go to Swargaloka and come back to Bhuloka. So like that they oscillate. And they are not permanent there. That is the thing. Tat Sat Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamast. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudatyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.